Where is this I and mine? What is this I and mine? Can you show me where? What is this I? You always say I, referring to you. You know, this I can become you. Can become he or she. Do you know how? This I is also unstable. When I talk to you, I have to say I. When you talk about me, you say you. When I go away, you talk to somebody else about me, you say he. But I keep on referring, this is I. Where is this I? You see, the Buddha analyzed this being, analyzed this mind and body into mind and body. You know your mind? What is your mind? What is the mind? What is your mind made up of? Anybody? Hands up, quick. Good. First one, good. Feelings, perception, consciousness, mental formations. Listen, those of you who do not know your mind. See? How long have you been living? Still you do not know yourself. Do you know your mind? Scientists talk about mind different manner. Sometimes they say the brain is the mind. So, in Buddhism, when we talk about the mind, we talk about certain bundles, certain group or aggregate of energies, mental processes. Firstly, we talk about the feeling process. Feeling. Because feeling is not matter. Feeling is not matter. It is not body. Right? It is mental energy, feeling. Then perception. Perception. What is this perception? Perception is your ability to recognize things and people. That is perception. How you perceive this thing, what you see. Because of what you have learned, then you perceive and you say, that is a digital clock. Right? If I go to the forest and go to Pahang, the jungles, and ask the orang asli there, what is this? They will not know what it is. But they will say something else. They can say something else. It is black wood, no? And to them it's some kind of a charm or something, black magic. So, our perception, and this perception changes from time to time. Things that you think were good, sometimes you make some friends and you say, oh, very good friend, you bring home and you say, oh, Mama, Papa, he is very good man. Then after you go for 1 night, 2 nights, and then after that, don't want to bring him into the house already. Then mother says, where is he? He says, oh, he's a lousy person. See how different, change already. So your perception and can be right, can be wrong. Then that is what you call the mental process, perception. Then mental formations. What are these mental formations? Mental formations are the thoughts. When you say mental formation, form into what? The mind is formed. The mind forms thoughts in the mind. Thoughts, ideas, imaginations, concepts. All these things are formed in the mind, are formed by mental process. Therefore, they are called mental formations. And can you recognize your mental formation, the thoughts, the ideas that you have in your mind? They are mental formations. But cannot concretize them. But when you train your mind, you may be able to concretize. You can create certain thing what you think of, There were those monks in the past, and there are also some monks now who they visualize something and they can create the thing. They can bring what they think and crystallize them. And like one monk, his pupil asked him to create. Says, can you create an elephant? He says, why not? He just thought of an elephant and poof, elephant appeared. Right? Then after that, the young monk said, but this elephant is very tame. I want a wild elephant with a tusk on. So, all right. And then then suddenly that elephant become wild with tusks and things. Then this young monk says, how come, this only staying there only, must move, must make the elephant move. And then again, elephant start moving now. This time elephant start to charge and, look. And then the old monk say, he got afraid, he ran away. He wanted to run away. And the young monk say, hey, you created that elephant. So don't be afraid of it. That is the nature of the mind. Actually, the mind has these abilities. And anyway, this is how some people, when they train their mind, and when they have mastered their mind, they can create their bodies. The body can become many. Sometimes while walking, you can see his body, begin to multiply. There are multiple bodies. Sometimes people take photograph and can see how the body begin to multiply. That's why some people can see, in different places. And this is nothing new. During the time of the Buddha, one woman wanted to give dana, offer food to a certain monk. And then he went to the forest to see that monk. And he saw, how come he saw so many of that monk? So she only brought food for one monk, so do not know which one to give. So she went to the Buddha and explained to the Buddha and said, I wanted to give to that monk, but when I went to see him, I see so many of himself. All look alike. And so the Buddha advised what to do. Do you know? how to do in case you see many monks of the same kind? Huh? What to do? Huh? How do you know the first one? I told you before, isn't it? Huh? No? Huh? I see. Buddha advised him, you go in front of all of them and announce, Venerable Sir, I have brought this food for you, so and so. And then look and see who responds first. The one who responds, the one who says, come, that's the one. All the others are false images. They are all created, mind-created bodies. Understand? Mind-created bodies. And so, this mind, mental formations. But for the time being, you cannot create all these things. And you can, you create only imaginations. Open your eyes, nothing. But when you close your eyes, sometimes you think it's very real. And sometimes we are hungry, close our eyes only we see food. Food coming in. Open our eyes, nothing. And so our imaginations, thoughts, concepts, they are called sankharas. They are called mental formations. And then another aspect of the mind, consciousness. Consciousness. What is consciousness? What is this consciousness? You have consciousness? What is this consciousness? Consciousness here is your awareness. We refer to awareness. How do you become aware of things? You become aware through the eyes, ear, nose, tongue, body, and the mind. You become aware through these senses. Then this awareness also change. Change. Little while you become aware of what you see, and then the sight goes, sound comes. And then sound goes, smell comes. So your consciousness, the changing consciousness. Sometimes your consciousness very clear. What you hear, what you see, very clear, sharp. Sometimes a little while more, it is very vague, very unclear. See, your awareness sometimes very strong, sometimes weak. This is how you can see that is the nature of the mind. So now what is your mind? Your mind is made up of the feelings, then perception, mental formation, and consciousness. And then your body. What is your body made up of? The body is, when you analyze this body, you can divide this body into the different elements, basic elements, as earth element, water element, heat, fire element, and wind element. These are the four basic elements of the body. When we talk about earth element, we talk about solidity, form. We talk about the hardness and softness of the body. And these are formed from those elements that obtain from the earth. Do you know? What are the earth elements in your body? What? What are the earth elements in your body? Bones? You eat bones? Where do you get the bones? Do you swallow bones? From the earth? What? Minerals, the various minerals from the earth that forms the bones, you see, calcium, phosphorus, carbon, all these minerals, they are from the earth. You know, somebody pointed out that the water that we drink, and some people drink from the tap, right? So have a lot of minerals. And some people boil the water. And you boil the water, the minerals, all, you see all the white thing all underneath. You don't take that one, so you take only, that's why no minerals, you know. When we went to India, we take a lot of, earth element. The dust from all parts, the dust go in here, go into the throat, and then they close their mouth, they close this thing. I say, natural vitamin, natural vitamin from the ground. The dust come. These are real, calcium, phosphorus, all there, iron, all there. Anyway, these are the earth elements that gives rise to solidity form. Water element. Your body, you can experience the earth element when you experience hardness, softness, stiffness, rigid, body become rigid. That is the earth element. What about water element? How do you experience the water? How do you experience water? See? Simple thing, Can you explain how you experience water? How you experience tears? Can you experience tear? How do you experience it? Taste? How? No. Water. How do you experience water? Wetness. How you experience wetness? How do you experience that? Now, when somebody throw water at you, and then your clothes become wet, immediately, how do you know that your clothes is wet? Because the clothes cling to the body. It clings to the body, right? That's how you experience wetness. You will call it wet, no? Because it is sticky. That is what you call cohesion. Cohesion means the stickiness. And when you sweat, your body becomes sticky. And that is that you know that you are sweating. No? That is the water element. So sometimes not so sticky, sometimes very sticky. When your sinus, yes, sinus, saliva, all these are your the water element, and you can feel very sticky. That's how you experience water. You cannot experience water, can you? Water. You can only experience the characteristics. You can experience those characteristics. The characteristic of wetness. So you must learn how to talk properly also. And then another thing, how to experience fire in the body. Heat. You can experience heat. In terms of temperature, you can experience the heat, sometimes hot, sometimes cold. How to experience wind in the body? Rising, falling. What is that? Movement. Movement, wind in the body. That's right, movement. That's how you experience. Now what is this wind in the body? Many people do not understand this wind. What is this wind in the body? How does this wind come about? How do you understand? This is the Vayu Dhatu. What is this wind? Anybody? Hey? Tata? Hey, yo, what is this wind element? Breeze. What do you breathe? What is this air? What? Oxygen, you know? Have you heard oxygen? Have you heard of carbon dioxide? Oxygen, you breathe in. Oxygen, you breathe out. Carbon dioxide. Not only that, there are other oxides also. Nitrogen, oh, you breathe out nitrogen, oh, very dangerous. There are certain compounds of nitrogen, yes, that gives a very smell when you take a lot of protein, and the ammonium compound, and very smelly, oxides, sulfides, and so on. And how is it that when you go to the Chinese doctor, and they tell you, oh, there's wind. Every time they say wind. What do they refer actually? You know how the wind accumulates. Not only through what you breathe, understand. Many people get sick because of wind. How does this wind element come out? Don't know. They? Passing? Sorry? Feces. Face. Oh, the wind. But how does the wind come about in the body, in the different parts of the body? Because we say, according to this, not so much about the Western medicine, but the Chinese medicine and those who learn about the winds in the body, they will say, oh, the blockage here, wind block here, wind block there. Got or not? And then true enough, you press that point. How come the wind blocked there? What is this wind? Actually, you don't realize that when you eat the food, you think you alone only eating? Who else eat with you? Oh, many other creatures join in the food. Do you know that? When you eat, inside your stomach, have other beings, you know that? You do not know. Oh, what beings are there? Have various bacteria, and bacteria, some good ones, but they eat very happy. And those bacteria also breathe in, breathe out, rising, falling. Not only one stomach rising, falling, many stomach inside rising, falling. If you can see, small one rising, falling. And they also enjoy. Oh, the more you eat good food, the more they enjoy. Very happy. And then they also breathe in, breathe out. So, what happened is, when certain food you take, and if you do not pass out the food in time, because some people like to keep it for a long time because, they have spent a lot of money eating, so they want to keep. People keep for 1 day, they keep for 2 days. So the longer you keep, what happens? The more, what you call, toxic. Because those bacteria, and some people have on top of these worms. Do you know worms? Some very long worms you have. Yes. Some small worms. When you have these worms and these bacteria, they give rise to those gases. And those gases accumulate in the stomach, you see, and they get absorbed. They get diluted and absorbed through the blood. And then they accumulate in different parts of the body. They form blockages there. You see? Actually, they are toxic elements. They are poisonous things. You see? So that's why we must know how to throw off. So, what goes in must come out. Many sicknesses come out like that. You see? So, see how much you understand your body. And this is what actually Buddhism teaches us. No? But this is the first lesson with regards to the body, the mind and the body. And when we analyze this mind and body into these various elements, where can we find the I? You cannot find the I in any of these parts. Understand? So, what we are using, we use the word I and my actually in a conventional sense. Otherwise, what are we going to call this this body. Every time you say, oh, this, this by aggregate. Some people really say, every time, some people, and they don't use I and my. They say, oh, the coming together of this aggregate going here, going there. So we use in conventional sense I and my. But it is not real. It is made up of these various energies that are constantly changing. So, the wrong view with regards to the self is this. We think because we cannot understand, we cannot experience these different energies, we think that there is something called I and my. So this is wrong view. First wrong view. More very important wrong view. There are other kinds of wrong views. Very dangerous kind of wrong view. During the time of the Buddha, there were people who did not believe that Nati Mata, Nati Pita, Nati Mata, Nati Dinnang, Nati. They don't believe in there is such thing as mother and father. Some people don't believe. In other words, here, when they say no mother, no father means they say that there is no point, no such thing as having to pay respect to mother and father. Do you know that? Because they don't consider them as mother and father. They say, why do we want to respect mother and father? This is a philosophy, in India. They say, oh, we don't want to be born, but they gave us flesh. That is their business, Once we come out, this is our business already. We have other things to do, Nothing to do supporting them and respecting them and all that. That is nothing to do. That is a wrong view. Very dangerous one. Another very dangerous view, like this. They consider this body as only elements, just like the materialists of today. They don't consider anything as mind or these things. So they say all these bodies just elements. So if these bodies are made out of just elements, they say there's nothing wrong in killing. When they take the sword and they cut the throat, then they say, what are we doing? We are just separating the element, that's all. We're not taking life, we are not taking life, we are just separating the elements. Oh, there were such thoughts, there were such views at that time, very dangerous ones, you see. So that is why, this is basically, the communist idea, and that idea that this body, everything is just matter. So, they don't believe in and those people, another wrong view about rebirth. They don't believe. No such thing as life after death. When we die, finish. That's the end of the story of man. So, when they hold this kind of wrong view, then they ask, what's the point of doing good? Right? We do good. When we die, nothing. We do bad. When we die, nothing. But when we do bad, we can enjoy more. So, this is how the philosophy of eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow we die. So this kind of philosophy, dangerous, wrong view. Then some view about giving. There's no such thing as giving, generosity. And they don't believe that there can be such results. The result of giving. Nati dinnam. No? So there are all these kinds of wrong views. When people cling to these wrong views, then the actions that they perform, they do all kinds of wrong actions, but they have no, they are not aware, they have no, they don't take the responsibilities. You see? These are, then, there are many other kind of wrong views. But certain wrong views, very dangerous one, with regards to the self. Basically, the most dangerous wrong views are these. Things that are impermanent, things that are always subject to change. You think it is permanent. Things that are subject to suffering, subject to happiness, you think it is very pleasant. Things that there are no self, you think there is a self. These are wrong views. Enough wrong views to cling to. Then what are the right views? What are the right views of life? The right views are the Sammaditthi. You know Sammaditthi? The view with regards to karma, rebirth, ditti, views. In other words, when you use ditti, Sammaditthi means right understanding, right view or right understanding. The understanding of the Four Noble Truths, the understanding of karma, rebirth, the understanding of the characteristics of existence, anicca, dukkha, anatta, of impermanence, of unsatisfactoriness, of non-self. These are right views. So when you have, actually the purpose of listening, Dhamma discussion, is to throw away the wrong views. Actually when you understand the nature of yourself, then if you can give up this idea, the strong clinging to I and mine, then everything will work out very smoothly. If you can understand that things are always subject to change, then your mind, you know your mind is changing, but can you understand other people's mind changing? Now, why do many people make friends and then little while become enemies? And husband and wife, Little while they love one another, and then they get married 1, 2, 3 years, and then after that, they get fed up with one another. They fight and they quarrel. Why? Because the partners are not aware of the changes that have taken place in the minds of their partners. Wives do not know what changes have taken place in the minds of the husband. Husbands do not know what is taking place, the changes that take place in the mind of the wife. They think, the time they were dating one another, all the promises, and I will take you go around the world, and this and that, and they think, all these promises, so they cling to all these promises. So every time, you see, when are you going to take me around the world? The husband get very angry, inflation period, no money, you think about these things. And so they bring out again and again those things. So when you promise what? Promise is a promise, otherwise you lie, See. So, when we understand changes, then we will try to accommodate. And don't think that, the person, once you have already quarreled, don't think that the person is always bad. Because sometimes he can become good. Little while you are angry, little while you smile, little while you cry, little while you laugh. So when you cry, think of the happier times, how you laugh. Laugh, little while you laugh. See? But when you laugh too much, then think, when I laugh, I can cry. Then you remain silent. So when you can see this both sides, you try to remain equanimous, balanced. Don't laugh too loud. Don't try to laugh. So just keep what? Half smile of the Buddha. When you arrive at that, the half smile of the Buddha, can't go very much wrong. That is the balanced mind. Every time you meditate, try to keep the half smile. Don't show your teeth because people take advantage of it. No? And just half smile. Then you make others, not so happy, not so sad. You see? Because when you have, suddenly you have happiness, little while, you have sorrow. Like that. Always like this. You find at home, very, very happy. One day, very happy. And then next day, low. Like that on. That is the nature. Thanks. So, keep on seeing these things. Keep on seeing these things and then learn from those lessons. So you learn, okay, today I am happy, but I don't show so much happiness. But I know tomorrow may not be happy, so I store a little bit here and here. Okay, right. So you control, you know how to control your emotions. Control your emotions. And you know why? Because if you are happy, you are so happy, you cling to the happiness. You cling to happiness so much. Because when you cling to happiness so much, the condition changes. Suddenly the condition change. Outside, noise come, and then people come, telephone call and ask you to do this thing, and then the bill come, all these things change, and then you get upset. See? So, even when you meditate, very calm, and don't cling to that calmness also. You cling to that calmness also, somebody asks you to get up and, to do something, bad mood come up. Because We cling to the calmness. We cling to that. Calmness is important, but don't cling to that also. Happiness is important, don't cling to that also. Sorrow, well, I don't think you want to cling to sorrow. But some people cling to sorrow. Some people tend to cling to sorrow. And you see, when the right understanding, although we understand that everything is subject, in this life, actually, when you look at life carefully, you find that our life is subject to all kinds of sufferings. And when we begin to see the suffering that we experience, then what happens to the mind? Suffering? No more. Suffering goes. When you begin to see the nature of life, when you contemplate, in fact, when you contemplate that this is the nature of life, then the suffering goes. But if you cling to the thought, why I suffer? Why other people, my sister don't suffer that much, and my neighbor, they're always, so happy. Why I suffer? So you cling. This is what you cling to suffering. When you cling to suffering, then you suffer. You see? Even the feeling of pain, painful sensation. The feeling is not yours, but you claim the feeling. Okay, oh, my leg now very painful. When you claim it, then it is yours. It becomes yours. Then you experience the pain. But when your mind is strong, when there any painful sensation arises, observe the pain and let go, let go, let go, let go. See, there is no I in the pain. There is no my in the pain. Where got I there? Where is mine? It's just painful sensation. Just go. And that is how, when we train the mind to see these things, then the mind can be free from pain, can be free from suffering. But initially we must know how to build up our mind, to strengthen our mind. So we must know how to develop this mind. You know the mental faculties. What are your mental faculties? Now you know the mind, right? As feelings, perceptions, mental formations and consciousness. But do you know how to develop, how to strengthen your mind? How to strengthen your mind? Do you know the mental faculties? What are the mental faculties? What are the faculties of your mind? See? What are the mental faculties? Anybody? Five things. Do you want to go back? Time to eat? I just mentioned, First one. I will tell you the first one. Saddha. Saddha means faith. Faith, confidence. Faith is a very important. Confidence. Confidence in what? When you are following the teachings of the Buddha, when you establish your faith in the Buddha, the teachings, the Dhamma and the Sangha, you will see a lot of energy will come up to you. Your mind will become strong. This is where when you recite, when you do the chanting, and you have reverence to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you think of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, And when faith arises, inspiration arises, your mind becomes calm, becomes strong. When the faith element is not there, when the faith element is not there, then worries, anxiety arise in the mind. Worries, anxiety, fear arises in the mind. Very natural. That is why it is important for you to associate with people who have faith. When you associate with people who have faith, who have confidence, then you develop your faith and confidence. That's why you see the boys and girls, they come here. In the temple, they work, they clean like anything. At home, they don't carry a broom also. Because they have no faith at home. But in the temple, they have faith. And Chief Reverend say, clean temple can become beautiful. They want to be beautiful, they have faith. They do a lot of work. They cook, give dana, very good, They cook. Come to temple, they can cook. Go back home, don't know how to cook. They have faith. Because they have faith in the Sangha, they have faith in the Dhamma. So they have energy in the mind. So when they have this energy in the mind, then they can develop other faculties in the mind. Saddha. Saddha and virya, they are in, all these mental faculties are related. When you have faith, then mixed mental faculty is virya, energy. Then you can apply your effort to maintain. When you know the method how to make your mind calm, make your mind peaceful, you must have effort, apply the effort to know how to maintain it for a long time. Again and again. Again, bad thoughts arise in the mind. Again, clinging arises in the mind. Cut off this clinging. And then you can free your mind. So it's very important to have the effort, right effort. The effort to overcome. First, the effort to prevent unwholesome thought from arising in the mind. Then the effort to prevent. If you cannot prevent your unwholesome thought arise in your mind, then overcome. You have to overcome it. Another kind of effort. Then you need the effort to cultivate the good that is not there in you. When you know that there are certain good qualities that you don't possess, you need to cultivate that. Some good thoughts, metta, karuna, mudita, these are the things that have to be cultivated. When you know that there are some good qualities in you, then to maintain that. You can. That is what you call right effort. Then mindfulness, sati, mindfulness is also another mental faculty. When you practice mindfulness and awareness, your mind will become strong. Concentration. When you develop concentration again and again, samadhi, your mind becomes, your mental faculties develop. And then panya, wisdom. When you develop wisdom, you can see things clearly. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. Then mental faculties grow. These are the 5 mental faculties. Saddha, virya, sati, samadhi, panya. Saddha means faith, confidence. Virya means energy, effort. Sati means mindfulness. Samadhi, concentration. Panya, wisdom. Okay? 5. When you develop these 5 things, then your mind becomes strong. Then these 5 things actually will become the power of your mind. They are also the power of your mind.
So, important to develop your confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. You can develop this when you have good friends. When you have good friends. How to have friends? Do you know how to make friends? You know how to make friends? Oh. You can come again and again to the temple, look people's face, and then walk out. You can come one. I know when I was in Germany, I was traveling in the train, you know. When I get up in the train, look at them, and look at their faces. Oh, they say that for 1 year, every day you can go up the same bus, but they don't talk one another. They won't know one another. That is to become friend, you must know the art. You know how the Buddha taught? The first thing that you want to become friend, what must you practice? What? What? Metta. Yes, of course. How do you translate that metta into action? You just think, be well and happy. But that is the thought. That is the thought. But how do you put that metta into your practice? How? Never mind. Smile. Smile only. Wow. That's why you have no friends. Because you do not know the art of making friends. Wishing others well only. No. Important. You still, generosity. Yeah, dana, generosity. When you are generous, and you know how to give, share what you have with others. Very greedy people. And buy some food and share one another. And go out and then, just come join me. Then, already that night make how many friends already? Yes, but be careful and see. When your wisdom mind, okay, I see, then observe how. And you see the way, you're very greedy, and next day, he watch you, he want to make friend again, and then, you know how to pull, the wisely giving. Hospitality, all this, make hospitality. And you know how to be hospitable to others. Invite to the house. Oh, it's New Year, exchange. And then, when you come to temple, you cannot give, you give Dhamma. Share your knowledge to others, talk to them, and this is what I heard, yesterday I heard like this. You share Dhamma, then you become friends. Otherwise you keep in your cap notebook and keep, and don't show to others. Where I got friends? How to...
Right, I think we can just spend a few minutes and calm down your minds. Sit upright and keep your body in an upright position. And relax your body, relax your shoulder joints. Keep your body upright. Take a few deep breaths, breathe in and breathe out. Now as you breathe in and out, just observe your breath. Focus your attention on your breath. Watch the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. You can mentally note as you breathe in, you can mentally note both. As you breathe out, you can mentally note both. So you can remember Buddha, Buddha in your mind. Buddha, 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 Buddha. Breathe in, breathe out naturally. Buddha, Buddha. Now bring your attention to your body. Breathe in, breathe out, and just relax your body. Feel the whole body relax. That may this body be free from ill health, free from sufferings. May it experience calm and peace. Feel a sense of well-being and happiness within you. Now radiate out your thoughts. In the same manner, recall to mind of all your religious teachers, wherever they may be. May they too be free from ill health, free from sufferings. May they have calm and peace. May all our religious teachers be well and happy. Recall to mind of all your parents, mother and father, all those who are living wherever they are now. May they too be well and happy. To all your brothers and sisters, and all the other members of your family, relatives and friends, whoever that comes to your mind, may they too be well and happy. May they be free from ill health, free from sufferings. May they have calm and peace. Now spend a few minutes, breathe in, breathe out normally. And as you breathe in and out, just radiate out your thoughts of loving kindness in all the directions. Above, below, and all around you. That may all beings, known or unknown to us, seen or unseen, may they all be well and happy. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sata sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sata sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sata sotti bhavantu te. May all be well and happy. Now slowly return your attention to your body. Take a few deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, and slowly open your eyes. Be wide awake, calm and peaceful. Open your eyes and be wide awake. Just a few moments when you calm your mind. Very quickly you can calm your mind down and then try to cherish these thoughts again and again. Then you can prolong your calmness and happiness, and do not worry. Any problems that arises, you can solve the problem when your mind is calm, when your mind is peaceful, and give your metta to all. When others are happy, you too will become happy. So do not be selfish. We do not live alone in this world.
We must practice metta and wisdom. We will see everything in this world. Everyone that is born in this world will have to grow old, will become sick, will die one day. The animals too that are born will grow old, will become sick, will die. We are all friends. We have something in common. Therefore, let us cherish this compassion, this metta to all beings, and then we can live peacefully, harmoniously. Outside, there may be conflicts outside. People want to fight, but you don't have to fight. You can stay inside.